This is a question for Councilman Klinghammer from the audience. The question reads, what would you consider to be a better economic policy, growth or sustainability, and how would you promote that position if elected?
Okay, that's a tough one. Growth or sustainability? I think the two are not necessarily opposed to one another. I think that we can have growth and make that growth sustainable. I think what we need to talk about when, what we need to talk about when we're talking about growth is what are the next generation really looking for in the type of businesses that they want. My generation, for the most part, talks about being green. The generation that's coming up behind me really wants to live green, and that's what the difference really is. My generation was more about how cheap can something get built, what's the basic economics of it, and not about the long-term sustainability of that building. So that's a fundamental difference. It is a shift that we need to embrace and be ready for. We need to encourage our businesses to look at things from the long-term approach, not just what is the cheapest, not how cheap can we get a building up. Can we do a tilt-up building that can be up and operational in 8 weeks? No, that's not it. That's not what we really talk about. We need to really look and see what our friends in Europe do. In Germany, they embrace sustainability. They build things on a 100-year basis. And quite frankly, all we have to do is look outside. Lindenwood builds things for the long term. They don't build 30-year buildings. They build 75-year and longer buildings. They want their buildings to stay around. That is something that we need to embrace. We need to encourage that type of thinking through our building policies, through tax credits for people that do it, and we need an education so that business owners see the long-term cost savings that's actually associated with sustainable growth and sustainable buildings. Things like putting a grass roof on a building. Sounds absolutely crazy to people like me, quite frankly, that it would have grass growing on the roof. It seems ludicrous. It seems like it would leak. I can point up all the problems that would happen. But the fact of the matter is that the technology is there. Dirt is a great insulator. Grass growing on top of a roof is probably one of the most ecologically safe things we can do. It doesn't require roofing to be replaced. You have to get up and mow it every once in a while, but that's all right. It's a whole lot easier to maintain buildings that are built green and built for the long term. So I think that the two are not mutually exclusive from one another. Thank you.